Hello, my dear friends, mothers, sisters, brothers who are mostly husbands, and my fellow African sisters. If you have this color of skin, this particularly concerns you. Okay, my name is Mary Ngwebong Ngu. I'm a journalist. I'd like to say a veteran journalist. I've been on it for so long. And also, we're talking today. This is the final talk on my natural African hair. And please, I'm welcoming all of you on board. We're going to look at the economic aspect of it today. Right? And I'll entitle it The Business Opportunity. This is the business opportunity. And today I have three main things to talk about. The three main things to talk about, which we had mentioned in the past talks on my natural African hair, are, which I'll emphasize on. It's the technical aspects of taking care of your hair. We talked about the combs, and we're going to talk about the oils and other products or natural products. Should we call it products or plants? Yes, natural plants. And then headpieces. This is what we're talking about today in terms of the business opportunity. First of all, I want to say that because most of the African women have refused their natural hair, they've also transferred the market that is attached to the taking care of hair to other parts of the world. So we are having hair coming to us from Asia, from Asia, from Southern America and other places of the world. We are also having hair products and other implements coming to us from Europe, from the United States and other parts of the world. And what is our contribution to this? The problem is, I have heard anytime you make allusion to something that is typically African, you're almost looked upon as being a primitive person. It's like it's unrefined. So whatever it has is more synthetic, seems in the eyes of people to be more attractive than whatever is natural. So we are here. I'm not alone in this. There's some of us who are promoting the natural African hair. And the main problem throughout this talk that we have been able to diagnose is that we didn't like our hair. Because when you like something, you begin to find out more about it and you begin to learn how to take care of it. When you're caring for something, it needs a lot of patience, it needs time, and you need to try many ways. And then you get to knowing. One of the things we established during this series of 8 parts is that the African hair has the highest versatility. You can do a lot of things with the African hair. And that's what makes it something that can stimulate the economy. And that's why I'm saying we are missing a big market in this area. So let's get going. Number one, we'll talk about combs. I don't have all the variety of combs here. I'm just using what I have here with me. So you see these combs I have in hand. Remember we said our hair is very thin in the strands. And also it breaks easily if you use the wrong type of comb. If you use this comb, for example, on baby's hair, that's fine because it's still very soft and tender and all of that. But when you use this comb or this kind of a comb, you see how tight it is? To get it through your hair, it's going to split your hair, it's going to even cut off your hair, and at the end of the day, you have your hair falling off in bunches. Now, even this one that looks a bit large is not large enough. When I grew up, we were in primary school, secondary school, we had people who were making combs locally. So the whole thing about having a market is that not only do you have people who should be producing something, but you should also have people who are interested in buying what they are producing. I'm still insisting. We are the only people in the world that are living what is genuinely ours. And I'm not only speaking for the benefit of Africans. I think the world needs to know what Africa is capable of doing in terms of finished products. This is what it is about. Okay, let's move now to the oils. We did talk about the coconut oil. So that, when you talk about coconut oil, you can go right back to the farming aspect of it and the industry to set it up. We talked about coconut oil. You could start a whole farm on growing coconuts because it's not only for hair, it's used for so many things. We're talking about shear butter, and all the shear butter that you'd find, for example, in Europe is coming from Africa. So these are areas you could decide to grow that plant. You could decide to be in somewhere along that chain in that market, okay? And then there's the aspect of knowing how to prepare it for the market. These are things, I cannot tell you things like this in a little talk of about 10 to 15 minutes. But these are just ideas. You can get an idea from somewhere. When I entered into a beauty shop in Europe for African women, I saw shear butter, and the shear butter came from different African countries. Okay, now let's go and talk about what else. Before I forget, the other thing I did talk about for hair was the avocado pear. I'm sure a lot of you heard it for the very first time. I was scientific in that aspect. Everything I'm telling you has been tried and tested. I tried and tested the avocado pear on my hair and it worked very well. You see that? Apart from the eating. And don't forget, I said, whatever I put on my hair is also something that is good for food. So you are giving food to your hair and you're staying away from chemicals that are going to damage your hair. All right. In terms of the oils do not just give the sheen that you need for your hair to soften it, but they also preserve your hair because then you don't get gray so quickly. Those oils are very good for the hair also for that purpose. All right. Then let's go quickly now to the headpieces. You see, I want to start by congratulating the women of my hometown for making this. You saw me wear this on one of the talks. And this is work that women have taken time to make. These women thought that in order to make this beautiful outfit, you would need a heart to go with it. And I said, a lot of our clothes need hearts to go with it. They did this. And they also do the free one. So you can wrap it around whatever kind of hair you have. And so this is the free one here that you can use. You know what? Sometimes people just have black dresses. And if they had a piece of this with them, it's going to help. So this is an area where there's still a lot of opportunity in that area. I had a wrapper and a blouse with this, and I met someone who was able to make a heart for this for me. You wear it like this, and then it flips behind like this nicely. So this is an area that demands a lot of creativity. The message I'm giving out here is that of all the clothes that we wear, you could have a variety of different hair pieces. Normally, I forgot. There are times before you saw these pieces, usually when a woman had the outfit that they call wrapper, then the tailors would just cut off a little piece and give you to go with it. But we can go further than that and make a nice design to go with it. Somebody can set up their little industry just to use women's clothes, the rest of the pieces, the leftover pieces, to make 2 or 3 types of hair pieces that they can wear along with their clothes. Now, we have all of this on the market. I don't know. I'm sure some of these things were even imported and things like that. You have people in parts of the world that are at home. They've seen that we need these things and they make them and they come and pour them in our markets. I know from the things I'm showing you, some of them, like this one. This one was not made locally. It was made probably in China. And so these are head pieces and people are buying these things. I have a dress that's called the mud cloth. It came without a headpiece and I had to cut a bit out of it to make a headpiece for myself. Put a little bit of elastic here, and I use it. This is worn by royalty. When anybody sees me with this, they know they have to greet me in a special way. So we have all this variety of headpieces. Once you start a business like this, you will get so many ideas on how to go about it. For example, I make some headpieces. Even the one I have on here right now, I cut it from the edge of my wrapper in order to make a headpiece with it, because it came without a headpiece and I had to make one. You talk to me right now. You think if I went somewhere right now, somebody would tell me I'm not well dressed because of the way my hair looks? No way. I have been to meetings in Belgium. Once in Belgium, I went to a conference, and before I knew, the women were standing by me and looking at my hair. It was not even because of the style. It was just because they recognized an African woman in natural hair. Sisters, if you knew what, people know that we have lost a screw somewhere by permanently carrying ourselves around with hair that is not our hair. I have a skirt like this, and I cut a little piece out of it, and I make, you see this, you see the end? I'm just creative with it. You do things like this, and when I have my skirt on and I dress up, and I can have this piece with me and I tie it around. Now, this is becoming very, very popular in countries like this. You see how this is a piece like this for the hair. It can, when you are cold, you can even wear it in a way that goes from your hair right over around your neck. You can do ponytails with this. This is so versatile. You can do a lot of things. I know that you may use material that is not elastic, because this one is elastic. It may not be that flexible and things like that. What you can do is you can add elastic to it. Sisters, it is time for people to come to our villages and see us braiding hair, plaiting hair, doing whatever they are doing with hair. All of us don't need to go to a hair salon where you need to go under a dryer. You know what? The first time I got under a dryer, I almost fainted. I had to come I was fainting. And every time you go, they talk about a hair salon in our country. Almost everything inside is imported. If that's your line of business, do it. But we also need a line of business where people are doing natural things. There are a lot of girls in colleges, in the university, a lot of mothers, and they just need some pocket money. If you could have someone in your village, in your neighborhood, that have their little studio set up somewhere where they can just plait your natural hair. They can braid it. They can do some of the styles that I've shown you in the previous 7 conversations. That would be wonderful. I was in the faculty on a university campus. If there was a high demand, I could have been doing these things and making money out of it. Just even 200 per hair or 500 francs per hair, 700 francs per hair can give you pocket money, can give you money for your fruits and for your vegetables. So this was meant just to be an introduction to you, my sisters and brothers, that we can do something so all of us don't go the same way. We have to have variety where we are. And we cannot just all of us dump our hair and say, oh, you know what, I prefer. It's not, there are women that are making a lot of money now selling wigs and selling human hair. But we also need to have business going on. And this is a booming business that if somebody gets into, look at, for example, okay, we're not talking about clothes today, but all of this was handmade. From the material to everything that you see, it was handmade. This is my little talk today, bringing you an opportunity that it's a missed business opportunity that we need to go back to. When you start this kind of a business, hook up with people that can help you to advertise, demonstrate some of these styles from places to here, and before you know, you're starting something. Sisters, we need to get back our hair and regain our beauty, our natural beauty. So we are not like slaves forever putting some foreign things on our hair. The natural hair needs to breathe, and when you treat it nicely, it's going to give back to you the natural beauty that is your beauty. You would stand out and people would respect you. I thank you so much for listening to this talk today. Please, I need your comments to know what to do in the future. Thank you for those who have watched the former videos. I still need your comments. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Again, my name is Mary. My name is Ngwebong. And my name is Ngu. Have a good day and the Lord bless you. I love you. Let's make money out of taking care of our hair. Okay? Thank you.